Hello traders, Scott here again, just with an update on the double Bollinger Band alert method that I trade. Okay, let's just have a quick look at the balance equity and currently what we are in profit here. So I've just got a single trade on right now. The previous USDCAD position closed out, and that's a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. If you haven't been following much and you just clicked on the channel this evening, or whatever time of day it is where you are in the world. So this trade here, we will go, this is a setup, guys, as well, a possible setup here. I'll explain a little bit of detail, just looking at just before. We'll go to the USDCAD, and we'll check this out. I probably shouldn't do the updates when I'm tired, but look, that's pretty sweet. That recent downtrend, and when I'm backtesting, that's what I sort of look for as well, because that's quite relevant. You zoom out, it's really tumbled nicely, so I'll try not to move the cursor that much. So right here is sideways type market, a little bit of a fake out, back up, down, back up, down, back up, down, 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 and then it gives to that downward pressure. It's just my little 2 cents take on what's going on here, but this is what's going on. So I got in here off that signal, clear as, okay, check with my trading buddy as well. I highly recommend that if you're doing a demo or if you're going straight to live, stop and find someone you can send a screenshot to, and they've got your rules, and you give a rating. So the more rules it's got covered, the higher the score. So I've got about 4 rock solid rules here, and then from there I apply that, and it was meeting, it's pretty much it meant all of them. There was a little bit of support resistance just below that it's encountered previously. Back here's a bit of support, so it actually has breached that. So I put in the sell order just below that, and it triggered nicely, and it went to the 1-to-1 originally. That's my first position at 1%. So I moved the stop loss, which was there originally, to there. So the second position is break even, and it actually started Monday quite nicely. Normally, if you've got a downtrend on the Monday, what might happen is there's a slight retracement, and really that hasn't happened, and it's in a strong downtrend again, and this is where we're at. So I'm in a position, I'm guaranteed 1 hour already, so that is 11.91. Okay, so I could probably up the risk here a little bit, because that was 0.5% each, so maybe 1% each for a 2% total. But it's the start of the week, so I can only have 2% on the table at once. So we'll see, if something really takes my fancy. But I probably won't. I'll keep it at 0.02 lots, because I've got one. So I'm just going to quick support. Again, so this is the demo account. So as everyone, sorry to go from one thing to the other, but we'll keep it nice and sweet and short. Euro NZ, there was there's a signal presented, but it's a little sideways, and when we compare it to the USDCAD, you can see it's marked difference. So it's not like it's a long-term downtrend. It's not a strong downtrend at all. If you got to think about it, then it's questionable. So I'm keen as to get into another trade, because I'm feeling good, and we want to try and recoup some losses. But at the same time, you got to be picky, and you've just got to be patient. It's like a sniper, you got to wait for your target to appear. It's going to be just so. All right, so here we'll put this down here. Went off the screen there for a second. Okay, let's do this now. Let's assess the situation. Alright, it is recent uptrend. This is very messy here. The election, something. I don't really keep track of the news. I'm a naked trader. I know I'm using the indicator, and that's contrary to what a naked trader would do. Naked trader means they don't use indicators; it's just price action. But I'm finding this has been recommended to me by a naked trader, which helps you just learn the flow of the market, the context. That's what we look at. So I'll just try and explain this. This is what I like here. So it's up, it's down, it's up, down, it's up. So it is uptrending, but majority of the time it's not going to just be a linear rise in the price. Okay, and that's down again. So it's something to watch. That's something really watch. My Skype wasn't really working before, so I can't actually send through. Sorry guys, I'm all over the place here. Oh god, I wanted to keep it at like 3 to 4 minutes, but yeah, so that's something to watch. Okay, the NZ Swissy, and then bam, right here. What's sweeter? Probably this is smoother. NZ Swissy. I'm tending towards this more so than this. It's wiki with the candles more so, and that's very similar though. I mean, how you play it is you probably put the market order. Really it's 10 pips above that, so it'd be around there. You'd probably put it in just to play it safe and see how it unfolds. And you obviously don't want two trades in correlating pairs. So this is quite similar. The NZ and the Australian dollar are very similar. What else was there? That's about it. That really did catch my eye. If I get Skype working again, I'm going to have to send a screenshot to my trading buddy and just assess this. Which one was sweeter? And I hope if anyone is actually watching this, if you want more information, my email is provided in the Scotty's Trading section. Send me an email. I can then send you the indicators that I use, and you need an MT4, trading platform. Use the demo account. You can get monthly statements. You can assess what you're doing. The trick is to understand that yes, we are in drawdown, but it's probability. No system is going to be 100% perfect. Okay, it's like almost, I'm a taxi driver, and some lowlife jumps out the cab and doesn't pay me the $50, and that might happen a few times in a month. You've just got to put it into context that this is a probabilities game, and this is an edge that we use with the trading. So nothing is perfect, but you got to practice the edge, and that's why the backtesting is important as well, to learn the flow of the markets, to learn the story of each candle. James Kensington mentioned this in a webinar he did with Walter Peters, and I understand the candles at a granular level. And I'm still such a novice that I'm still learning what each candle means, and how it will relate to the probability of the success of the trade. But this is looking pretty sweet. Out of everything, the Euro NZ also I'll bring up. So this again, I missed this though. It's a really, if I had that there, I probably would have got in. I mean, how are we looking? I've explained this a little bit as well. So the trend is weaker than, so how I play this is I probably just go back. Go this one. Big show. Golfing again, but yeah, the strongest thing I would say is what I've seen in the testing is that you want it to be trending nicely, and you have the little pauses where the market, woo, do we want to go back, do we want to continue, and you see that, and when you capture that pause, signal presents, it's an engulfing bar as well. That's sweet. That means there's going to be a very high chance it's going to continue going up. Okay, that's just, this is the one to watch, this is the one to watch, and it's continuing as well. Continuing. What do we have here? Let's just really suss this out. How I would play it. I would play it around. I don't. Market buyers, no. Okay, because I always, in my back testing, I do the pending order. So you want to see how this goes. If you can go continue on. Alright. Anyway, guys, that's what's going on. USDCAD going with, still going with the 1 hour profit locked in. See how it plays out. If it goes another hour, it's going to be, $20 odd locked in again. And we'll just let it unfold throughout the week. Come the end of the week, I'm just going to let it go and just let it run and just do its thing. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great trading week. I'll check in again, probably not Thursday, an athletics meet on, Friday evening after work, after lovely work. All right, anyway, catch you guys.